What a piece of crap. All right. So we're on step 83. E72. Let's go ahead and cut E72 out. We'll get our other pieces out that we've already done. Show you how far along we've came. So this is what we're building right now. It's the Freedom Gundam from Piececool. His legs done. This thing took a while to get done. I probably got about 25 hours in this. Maybe 30. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you just leave this flat. We're going to leave this flat. We need to get E 174 and 2 of 173. So let's say 174. Why am I not seeing this? 174. There it is. Right at the bottom there. So it's going to be this little tiny piece right here. I'll pop that out. Just set it down here out of my way. And we got 2 of 173. Same sheet, E. 173, where you at? Where's 173? All right, here they are. 2 brown ones here. So that's these little tiny ones here. Two of them. When you cut them, you gotta kind of hold them or they'll pop everywhere. All right. All right, let's see what we can get done here. If I can get my light and camera better. All right, maybe that's a little bit better. All right, so it says just leave it flat and just attach these. This one even just stays. We're gonna put it the same way, like that. It goes like that. We're gonna take our needle nose. Nice little bend. Maybe more than that. Yeah, right there. Like that right there. That should be it. Let's see. And it says it goes 2 double sides down. Should go like this right here. Yep. There it is. And it says it gets twists, not folds. So I take these tabs here and twist them. Hmm. Dang. That's some intricate little folds on that little piece there. You gotta fold sideways, fold them up. All right, let's see if we can do it here. A little tiny piece. Pretty sure it goes like this. Hey, what's up, Corey? Man, I've been working night shift all week long. I finally get home and I'm able to build a little bit. Pretty excited. This is what we're building right now. This is a Freedom Gundam from Piececool, a 3D metal model. And man, I'm probably about 30 hours in on this thing. Very small pieces. Very small pieces. Man, I cannot get this bent how I want it. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do here. Hmm. I do not know how to get this bent the way I want this. Let's see. Maybe that. Go back to the tweezers. Oh yeah, that's working better. Damn, that's hard. See, it's just wanting to bend this one side over here and not the other side. Try to open it back up. See if I can get this side bent in. It is crazy that just a little tiny piece like this can give you so much problems. Yeah, when somebody looks at this model, they're probably not even going to see this piece. I doubt anybody will see this one piece. Look how tiny that is. Goodness. It's got a little tiny fold. This piece needs folded in. It is so small. It's hard to hold on to. What's up, Dylan? Kind of just a slow and boring night here. Uh, Trying to get this Freedom Gundam done. I have been doing it for probably, I'd say 40 hours maybe. That looks pretty decent. I think we should just go with that. Let's put this thing on there before I lose it. And they go in these little slots right up here. So I can't even hold on to this with my fingers. I'm gonna have to use my tweezers to put this in. Like, yeah, that thing is small. Maybe some of these later on pieces will be a little bit more interesting than these little tiny things that you can hardly see me doing anything with. I cannot get that tab to go in there. See it? I'm a pain in the butt. Let me try to fold it in a little bit more, maybe. Maybe that'll help. All right. And they are facing up. Yeah, they're facing up. Okay, there it goes. There we go. Now it's in there. It's crooked. Let's go ahead and fold them and then we'll straighten that piece up. So it also takes twists. So just put your needle noses on there and give it a nice little twist. I like twisting this one the other way, in the other direction. And then you can kind of straighten it up a little bit. Grab it and just straighten it up a little bit. Gosh, what a hassle just for that little tiny piece there. Okay. See if we can get this next one done kind of fast. I might put just a little dot of glue on the back side of that to hold them pieces. I'm not going to fold this all the way down this time because it makes it hard to fold this side. If you fold one side and don't fold the other one, start folding the other one. See that? That made it so much easier. Actually getting that. And then maybe I can squeeze it with my fingers and get them both to come in maybe. Oh, it's pretty close. It is pretty close. Oh, there it is. That worked good. Yeah, that worked really good. Way better than last time. So let's go ahead and fold these little pieces down in the back. Man, I can't even get my tweezers in there. These are so small. Like that. What's up, Dylan? So usually I have a little bit better of a setup here, but I just now moved into this house. I just bought a new house and moved in, and I have got my stuff all in boxes. I ain't been able to post any videos or anything. That's why this is actually my first live. I've never done a YouTube live, but I ain't been able to post any videos, so I was like, well, might as well do something. Go ahead and try live out, I guess. Come on, baby. Go in there. There we go. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna straighten that thing out like that. Straighten it out. And I think I'm gonna hit that with some glue on the back, actually. Right there. I got some glue over. Actually, I gotta go get my glue. It's back here. Let me go get my glue. Man, I hate how it comes out like that. Just automatically starts pouring out. You've got to be careful with that, man. It's wanting to go everywhere. Let me get a paper towel. I'm getting it all over the place here. And also, I'm getting it in this fold, which I don't need it in there. Do not need it there. I got it in that where I gotta crease that thing out. Yeah, that ought to do. Let me go ahead and hit that with the light. It's dry now. Okay, so we got them two. We've got all those done. That thing's kind of floppy a little bit. I don't feel like gluing it though. I don't think it needs glued. Alright, so we've got that. Now we need A AC75. Okay. Let's see if it's on A. See if we can find it on A. It might be that piece right there. That might be the piece we need. Yep. 175 right here. Trying to get rid of this. Okay, so it looks like maybe. Oh, they want two of them. Okay, so I got one. I got one here. I need two, so it's on C. The other one's on C. Let's see here. Right there it is. Okay, let's go ahead and just cut that one out too. Have them both out ready. Alright, there's that one. And they go on each side of it. So, what I think I'm going to do is actually put them on and then I'll put them on and then I'll fold this up the way they want you to here. So, I just need to make these round. You always start out bigger than what you need. So we start with this big mandrel. Alright. I'm just going to work our way down in mandrel size. Just keep working our way down. I'll have to do this with both of them. And what you want to do is, when you get it down, you want to actually make it a little smaller than what you need. But you want to work your way down from the bigger ones because it gives it a nice curve. It makes it actually really circular. So, and it ain't really real important till you fold this tab and get this tab inserted. That's when you do your final rounding. So that's when you're going to do your final rounding. Let me put this up just a little bit. There we go. There we go. I think it's good right there. I like that. So we fold these tabs in. We don't want them out. Oh man, that sucked. Huh. That ain't gonna work. I have to do it like this. Hold that shit like that. Alright. You need to get that tab in there. Yeah, okay. Get that inserted. There we go. Got it in. I need to make a nice fold. You want to make sure this is tight here. A nice tight fold. So, like I said, this is going to mess this circle up a little bit. It's going to deform it somewhat, but you can fix that. You can go back and tweak on it. So you get a nice fold like that. Then we're going to take our mandrel. Put our mandrel back on there and kind of just smooth it out. Smooth that circle out. Get a nice shape on it. You want it nice and round. Any flat spots, just kind of work them with this mandrel. Like that. It's looking pretty good right there. I kind of got something right here I don't like. Let's see if I can kind of push that out. This is when fingernails does help, if you have fingernails. All right, that's pretty round. That's pretty good. I like it. I think I'm gonna go with it. Let's go ahead and put it on. So another thing is you want to know what this part's doing actually. So you don't want this where it's connected pointing up where people see it. You want it pointing down. So let's see what this piece is doing. What does it do? In the directions. Okay, so it is. Here it is. Okay, so this little box on the back of it points down, the bigger side of the box. So let's go back. Here we are. Okay, so the bigger side of the box. That would be this points down, so you want them circles pointing down. So not like that. Let's flip this around. Like that. See if we can get it in there. There we go. Now it's pointing, it's going to be pointing down this piece that's where you connected the circle. It's not real flush. You won't be able to see it as well. And it says you can twist these, so go ahead and put a twist on them. Twist that. And twist that. And there's one down. Let's do the other one now. Same thing with this one. Start out with the big mandrel. Just work it around there. And you just step down, keep stepping down. These models are real tedious. I mean, if you want to get into this 3D metal model, what's cool about it is you don't need any glue. You can really just put these together with tweezers. You get like a Sharpie marker and use this right here. Use it for rounding. You don't even have to buy these mandrels, but it makes the build a lot easier. But that's really what turned me on about these models is how they don't need no glue or anything. You ain't got to solder nothing. It's just tabs, folding tabs, and what it comes out to be, is pretty cool. I'm gonna set it right here just so we can see what we're building. There we go. Kind of see what we're trying to work our way towards there, which that's a long road. You want to bend that tab right there down. You don't want that silver piece sticking out where people can see it. Bend it down. And see, it kind of bends the black. You got to go back and kind of bend that back out like that. I fold it with my fingernail. And then I'll kind of round that a little bit more before I put it in there, if I can. I don't think I can. Maybe with my tweezers there. There we go. I'll insert it in there. There. Oh, I just smashed it hard. It is what it is. We'll have to fix it. Let's go ahead and get the tab folded over here. I just smashed that hard. Messed it up. Man. Okay. That's all right. 10? How you doing, man? That's you. This hobby watched a few of your videos. Oh, man, cool. Hey, just recently got into this hobby. Yeah, it's this hobby is man, I love it. I absolutely love it. To be honest, my wife got me into this hobby. She brought one of these home. It was the My wife brought one of these home, and it was the T-Rex one. It was a T-Rex one, and I was watching her. Man, I just wish I would have went a little bit better right there, but it's all right. Let's go with it. All right, let's fold these things in here. All right, now we got it folded up. We can actually fold this piece up and make something happen instead of just. But my wife got me into this hobby. Okay. She brought one of these home and was messing with it, and I was playing my video game, and I was watching her mess with it, and I was like, "You need my help. You need me to help you do that." And she was like, "No, leave me alone. This is mine." And it burnt me up. I wanted to mess with it so bad. I wanted to play with it. And she ended up buying me one. She bought me a drum set, and I made the drum set. And after I made that, I was hooked. I mean, I was hooked. And it's been nothing but go time since then. So this is what we're trying to do right here. So you want to try to make your bends as accurate as they got them on there. So this one don't look like it's as bent as these top ones like that one. So you don't bend it as much. This is like a rough draft right here. Because really, then you go trying to look. Actually, see, it don't look like you bend these edges right here. It's like 45s until you get down to here. So you don't put tabs in it or anything. I don't know why they want you to bend this to put these on. That's what it's saying though. Here, bend this and put these on. But we're just going to skip down to this step. So, really, let's look here. Really? Okay. What else you got to put on this thing? I think I might be able to get to that maybe. So, all right, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just go ahead and do it here. Bend that a little bit. I don't want to fold this down right now because I won't be able to get to these. So you want to go ahead and fold these ones in before you do that one. And go ahead and fold that one in. And we'll fold this one in a little bit. Like that. Okay. And we're making these match this shape right here. So you want all these bends to match this shape. So let's go ahead and fold this in a little bit. I'm going to fold this tab thing in. And now let's go ahead and fold this down. Okay, look at that. That looks good. Man, I wish Tim was still here. I was about to show him something legit. About to show him something legit. So I could bend this down and stick his tab out, but it's going to look like crap. So what we do is we take this. It's hard to get to it now. Take this. Bend it down. So you want to bend those down. This is going to hide your tabs. And this is what's going to set your model out from everybody else's. Trust me. It just takes way more time to do this though than to just do it the regular way. This way takes way more time. So this is actually my first live I've ever done. And I knew I wasn't going to have very many people watching this. This is kind of a boring thing to watch, but why not put it on there if I'm going to be doing it? I talk to myself the whole time anyways. I'm always talking to myself while I'm doing these. Man, I think that one. There we go. That pulled it down some. So all these tabs has got to be bent in. Like that. Like that right there. Man, it's real tedious, but this is what's going to set your model apart from other people's. Is putting those tabs on the inside and not on the outside. So all these little square pieces right here, you got to bend those down. So instead of the tab coming out and folding down, it's going to go in. This is my last one here on this piece. All right, there's my last one there. Okay, I got them all bent in. So now we need the actual tabs that go in them bent down. This is the closest one, so it needs bent down. But before you bend that tab down, you need to bend your actual 45 here on this piece. This is not a good tool for the angle I got. This, your flat nose pliers. This is the magic tool here. That's going to work for us pretty good. Too much there. I like that. And I wonder if we can get it to bend without bending that 45. Can we do that? I think we can. Hell yeah, that looked good. All right. Let's go ahead and do this other one also. Get it ready. If you get ahead of yourself and don't get this ready, then you really screw yourself in the long run. So you bend this at a 45, 45, and then we're going to take our tab. With that tab, and you want to bend it straight down. And you want to get at the base of that tab. You don't want to leave any excess because that's how you get nice, clean connections. being able to insert that whole tab into that hole. So let's go ahead and fold that in and try to get that tab in there. Oh man, it's wanting to pop out already. It's wanting to pop out. There we go. Look at that. That done good. Looks good. So let's go ahead and get a nice tight, this is where I use a, this is one of my main tools I use right here, a knife. So you want to make sure that's all the way down in there, kind of hold it, go around to the back side here, put your knife down, try to get your blade to pry that tab out from the, there you go. You want it pried out a little bit. And then we will take these and push it down. Look at that. That worked good. That worked real good. There. Get a nice little clean fold on that tab right there. All right. Now, I don't think it's screwing me on any other of these pieces doing this. Folding that in and getting that tab in there. Look, it ain't wanting to go. It's a little bit shooting out that way from the hole. So you need to bend that tab back a little bit. But you don't want to scratch any of this. Look at that. Went right in. After I bent it back, it went right in. So now you come back over here, get your knife while you're holding it tight. Bend that thing out like that. Yeah. Cool. Very fragile. Very fragile pieces there. Alright, so now we just need to bend this piece and this piece down and connect it in, and we're done with this piece. We can put it on. No, then we're just done with this step, actually. Still got a long ways with this piece. It's a long process here. So I really can't get this one in here without bending other stuff, so I like using these flat nose. Put that flat nose in there, bend that thing down. And kind of get it in there at an angle, maybe. Bend it down, bend it down. Do the same thing with this one. Bend it down, down. Oh yeah, that's good. That might be a little too much, actually. Just a little more, maybe, right there. Okay. So to connect that piece, I'll tell you what, if you look at that, if I pull it down and put it in right there, it's going to block that hole up there. So it's better to put whatever goes on back there rather than trying to finish this and then put that stuff on. Sometimes you gotta go against the directions. Okay, so we need one F176. So here is F. Let's see. Where's F? Let's see. Look for 176. Oh, found it right off the bat right there. Right there it is. Okay. So let's cut that thing out. There we go. Yeah, there's F176, and also we have E177 right here. So go to the E right here. 177 it says. So come back over here. 177. Look, I found that one right off the bat too. That's wild. I usually take forever finding this stuff. So let's cut it out. Um, there we go. It's a very slow process. I mean, we've been 46 minutes in, and this is what we got done. Like shit's wild. Okay. So let's go ahead and put. Hmm. Let's do this one first. I think this one's gonna be easiest. Let's do that first. So it goes fold down here. You want to get them right on that line when you fold. It looks like it folds pretty much. It might even fold more than that. Because this one looks like it folds like not all the way 90. Looks like it's like right about there. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to bend these in. Oh, before I bend it in, messing up. Before I bend that in, I need to fold this down. You can be able to get to it. If you do not, couldn't get to it with my pliers there. Not too much. Right there. That's good. Okay, so let's fold this other one in here. Like that. Right there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Okay. Fold this one in. Uh-huh. Yep. Now I'm gonna have to come down with that a little bit more. And I need to match those up. Those gaps ain't gonna work right there. So come in with it a little bit more. Boom. It's almost it right there. I can see some paint wanting to chip a little bit there. There we go. This one actually needs to be folded down just a little bit more. Mm. It don't look quite as good as the other side, but I mean, it's so minuscule that I don't think it really matters. All right, so look at that. We're almost done there. We just need to fold these in like that. Look, there's that paint that's missing right there. I found the piece that chipped off. But good thing is that's connecting into the other piece that's going to be sitting at the base, so you're not really going to be able to see it too awful well. So you know, flip this over. See that is not lining up the greatest right there, if you can see it. So let's bend it back out a little bit. Looks like this needs to be bent in a little bit, like that. That's looking better. It's looking way better. I like that. Bend this one in just a little bit. Well, that looks good. Let's go with it. There's that piece. Let's go ahead and put it on there. Scared to death of losing them, Now, these tabs might not line up. We might actually need to bend it in just a little bit. So take this tab right here. I think I'm only gonna have to bend this one down a little bit like that. I think the rest is gonna fit. Like that. Look at that. Oh, oh, almost. So instead of fighting those tabs, just go back and just put a little tiny bend in them, because if you try to fight them in, you can scratch your paint so easily. It's better just to go back and bend them. We're trying to, there we go. There it is. Got it. Now you can see a little gap right here at the top. See it? You want to pull that shut. So you put your pliers in here. This is actually the one that I was saying you couldn't be able to get to if you would have finished that. Boom, twist it. Pull that bottom in too. It's like with this hobby, it's like, when do I apply pressure? When do I not apply pressure? When am I going to fold this thing up, crumple it like a can? When can I put a little bit more pressure on it? When to try to tweak something and when not to when to leave it alone. Okay, so there's that one. That's done. It says this. Ooh. Oh, okay. Look at the folds in that thing. So that is going to be, I need my little manual for that. This is going to be technical here. Wrong tool. So I'm going to take this. Hopefully this does a decent job here. And then this is actually too big to finish it off, so I'll just start it with that. And it puts a nice little fold there. Now what we're going to do is kind of maybe try to, I don't know. Actually, a knife blade might work. Decent. Okay. I need to fold these up. If you get it started there like that, you can just finish it with your finger. Especially if you got fingernails, that helps. Push it in like that. And then you want to match your fold up with that outside piece right there. So you just want to push a little bit, push. That's about it right there. That's about it. Looks good. This side don't look as good. Let's push it in a little bit. I think that's going to be about as good as we're going to get right there. So we're going to add it on here. Very hard to hold on to. So we're just going to try to do it with our fingers at first. Oh, it worked pretty good. Yeah, it worked pretty good. Look at that. And actually, that's the top. I'm going to flip it upside down. Just flip it upside down, do it this way. I just think it'll work better like that. Oh my God. I might have lost that. Nope, I got it here. Boy, when it comes to pieces that small, it's easy to lose. Easy to lose them. Okay, this actually goes a certain way because it's got an angle on it. So which way does it go? I think the big part goes down like this, actually. You mother. That's definitely how it goes. The question is if I can just get it in there. Okay. I think I'm actually going to have to fold this piece before putting that on. Let's try it. Let's try it out. Let's go ahead and fold this thing. Okay. Do our little 45s here. Do your little 45s and then. Did I do that right? Yeah, okay. And then come down with it. See if it matches good. See, the 45s might need to be a little more intense on this side here. Come back. You don't want to bend this too much up and down. You do not want to do that too much because it will break. Okay, come on down with it. That's better. Okay, so now we want to put this stuff on and not do those quite yet. These tabs here, we're going to hold off on them. We're going to hold off on them. Now what we're going to do is try to get this piece in there. It is wanting to be a pain in the butt. Maybe it sets better now? Oh, it does. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so you have to have that bent to get that piece in. That's cool. We're just going to put our tweezers down in there. If I can get it in there, good. Nice little twist on that. Yeah, nice twist on that. Looky there. Nice. It's starting to come along now, actually starting to look like something. Okay, so what's the next step here? We did these two, boom, 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 did those. Come over here and look. It's a piece just like this one, but it has two pieces that go on it also. So what you need to do is you need to look. It's going to be better if we do it before we start folding this and finishing this up. Go ahead and put that last piece on right there. So let's find it. Let's find out where we need to find it. F178. So let's get our F sheet here. All right, F. Let's get our guide. Where is 178 at? I found the last two really fast. So where's 178? 178 right here. So it's this one. So let's go ahead and cut that piece out. Boom. 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 All right, and then we got F178, and then we need to go to D. We need to go to D. So D actually just fell on the floor here. D179. Now I'm pretty sure it's going to be this piece right here. That piece, but let's look just in case. I like to just reassure, but there it is, 179, 179. So it is that piece. All right, so take those pieces out. 179. Boom. Very small pieces. It's gonna be a pain, but And usually I'm using my actual cubby holes up here in my board, but since I'm doing this live, I'm trying to keep everything on screen. So not really using them too much. Let's see what to do first here. See, it wants you to, it tells you pretty much like, hey, fold this. Huh. Okay. Fold this up and then put those pieces on. But if you do that, if you fold them edges in, it's going to screw you. So what you need to do, so you got to fold. All right, so your hole's right here and there. So this yellow part has to be folded. That's the only thing you need to fold, putting these pieces on. So let's see. Where's it at here? Damn, you're gonna have to fold it in. Okay. Oh, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and do it. Fold this down. Fold these pieces down. I guess the one good thing about this is those little pieces are going to hold this piece together better. Like that right there. That's looking pretty good right there, like that. Fold that down, match it up with your guide here on the top. It's just matching shapes. That's all it is. That looks good. So we're going to fold these sides in now. We can leave this one down. So just fold these sides in. Fold it in. See that? There's a little tiny gap there. It's hard to see, but there is. So I'm going to pull this down just a little bit more. Match that gap up. And we will do the same thing over here. Pull it down a little bit. Match that gap up, I think. Or actually, I might pull this down a little bit here. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. It's better. That looks better. Yeah. Okay. Might actually be a little too much. All right, there we go. That looks really good. Now it's time to mess with these little pieces over here, and I'm not excited about them. Okay, so let's look at them right here. I mean, it's just simple 90-degree folds on these, but they are small, very small. So all you gotta do is start. I'm gonna start with the side here, the pointy side. Fold that over. Look at it, make sure it's about a 90. All right. I'm gonna do actually this other side too before I do the top and the bottom. Fold this other one over. Make sure it's a 90. That looks good. And then we'll grab the top here. Fold it down, match it up like that. Very small piece. Go to the bottom. Go to the bottom, grab it, fold it down. Don't go too much. That's beautiful. Beautiful folds there. Looks great. Very small. Let's see how it fits on there. You want to make sure your piece goes up top there, the pointy end. Alright, so it looks like the tabs is going to be kind of rough getting in there. So what we can do is fold them in a little bit. Now you don't want to fold your whole piece in. You want to bend your actual tabs up. Just bend it a little bit. Go up to the top. Up to the top arrow. Bend that one just a little bit. Okay. Look at that. Boom. It went in very well. Now, what is going to be fun about this piece is getting the twist on that top. So, you can go ahead and twist the bottom tab easier right here, but I think twisting the top tab is a smart thing to do first because you don't gotta pull it as hard as if you would with, man, this gonna be hard. Alright, I said screw it and just went with the bottom one. It's an easier twist. Maybe it got it out of my way a little bit or something. Alright, that twisted pretty good actually. Kind of had a twist in an angle, like a cockeyed angle there. That looks good though. Alright. Now we got this other small piece to tackle. So if we can get it on there looking as good as that one, that'll be great. Amber. Hi, Amber. And hi, Rust. What's up? Doing the Freedom Gundam right now from Piececool. And I'm probably about 40 hours in this thing. Uh, Working on the back piece right now. And these are just real small pieces you gotta mess with here. But I'll tell you what, for it being a small piece, there's really easy bends here. Really easy bends. You know, I was actually gonna play. I've been playing some Xbox somewhat, and I turned it on. Oh, I turned it on, and I was gonna play Doom. I was gonna try to finish out up my Doom game I've been playing over the last year, and I was like, dude, if I don't start building this model, I'm not gonna finish it. So I put the controller off, started streaming my first YouTube live here, which yeah, about nobody's interested in, but I'm still doing it. Persistence pays off. There's one person out there that wants to watch this, and they just haven't found their way here yet. And if I had one person just to be my buddy while I'm doing this, that would be great. Because it's hard to find people that are into this same hobby. There's hardly, look, I'd open that up a little bit. Right up here, it's hard to see because it's black, but it did open it up just a little bit. So I need to get my tweezers and see what I can do about that. Oh, well, I pretty much did it with my fingernails there. That looks pretty good, actually. I've closed it back up. Yeah, that's not bad. That's nice. Okay. All right, so put them two little pieces on, and they are actually really secure. I'm not going to put any glue or anything on them. Get this knife out of the way before I cut myself. Yes, why are we pausing the video? Okay. So let's fold that up and get this piece on there. Before we make that final fold there, don't forget about these pieces on the sides. And see, my needle nose is too big to get in there, so you go to the tweezers. I've had people tell me, they're like, "Oh, I don't even use tweezers," and I'm like, "Yeah, you're messing up because there's some places where they're actually a lot better than those needle knives." And here's one of them. You're seeing firsthand here. This is one of them. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm not even messing with it. It looks good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bend this tab down because I'm about positive it's gonna need it to get in there. And I think last time I just had to bend one. So let's see. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and bend these tabs and get them ready. I want to go ahead and bend these down like that. Uh, my 45s need a little bit more 45 to them here. Kind of messed up bending that. Ooh, bending that tab down. Let's use our tweezers here and see if I can. I might just have to use my fingers, to be honest. Sometimes your fingers is the best tool you got. I'll tell you what, your fingers, you can be more precise with pressure with your fingers than any tool you have. All right, there we go. So come back and bend this tab down. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can get this thing on here now. Big end up. Nope, it's gotta be bent in a little bit. This tab. Try that. Try to bend that a little bit more. Okay. Let's try that. It's tight. It's a tight fit. See, that ain't working, so come back out and bend these tabs in because you will scratch that metal. Trying to force that in there. This one's a little bit more finicky than that first one I did there. Looky there. It's in. We got it in. Man, it's just hard to see anything on this camera with these black pieces. Those black pieces just do not show up well. They do not show up well on camera. They don't show up too well when your eyes in real time here. It's hard to see. This is not the most exciting piece to be doing, but it's got to be done. This piece actually goes on the back of this Gundam. All right, I want to finish what I'm working on right here. If I get this folded and this piece is done. After how long? After how long? This needs to be folded in a little bit more. That one's going in. That one looks like it's going in too. Oh my gosh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, and these 45s look like they might be a little too aggressive, but we can fix that. We can fix it right now, actually. let's go. Actually, let's go ahead and pull these tabs in because I think it might pull this. I think it might pull the gap together a little bit. And stick your needle nose in there. Work them, keep working them in, and get that pulled down. I got a little bend there. See that where I bent that in? That's all right. You can always take a needle nose, bend it right back. Boom. Bend that right back straight. But what you're wanting to do is pull that gap. You pulled it somewhat. I mean, it's somewhat pulled. So let's try it again. Over here. Pull that gap. And I'm just going to bend it down right there where it's at. Just kind of use my needle noses, like just press them, and I didn't pinch it. So it looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with it. No tabs. Look at that. Boom. Let's do this final piece here. So this piece, to bend these tabs, I'm actually going to have to bend it up carefully. Carefully come up with it. Check your 45s. They look pretty decent. Take your tabs, bend them in. Bend them all the way down to 90. Make sure they're all the way down. Bend it all the way down. That looks good. Let's try to get these things in there now. I do not know how this is going to work. This looks like a hard piece right here. Hey, is this your first time live? Yeah, it is useless. um, yeah, man, I just started building this and I was like, man, I might as well just go live. I sit here and talk to myself all the time anyway, so but we're doing the Gundam, man. The Freedom Gundam, and this thing is rough. I'm about 40 hours deep in this thing, man. We're doing a piece on the back right now, trying to hide all these tabs. Uh, so I got the legs done here. No, it's a piece on the back where the wings go. It actually is on the other side of the chest here. Yeah, but we got the legs done, man. I got these done a while back. It's been a while. But I got the legs and I've got and my plastic baggies here. Let me get them out and show you. You're finally somebody that showed up that I know, so we got the arms. Each one of these arms took like 4 or 5 hours, bro. Trying to hide all the tabs and things. So I got the other arm in here, and then this is the chest piece here. No, this one ain't movable. It's gonna be stationary, but it's really, really nice. This chest piece, I spent one whole night on these two pieces here. These two pieces took me a whole night, so probably got about 5, 6 hours in these two pieces, probably about 5. That was the last night I worked on it. So I am 80 minutes in, and this is what I've got. 80 minutes. Yeah, they look easy till you start doing it, and you're like, oh my goodness, it's another animal there. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Yeah, this one is pretty hard, man.
This one is the hardest humanoid one that I've ever built. Piececool. I'm telling you, Piececool is on a whole nother level with difficulty compared to like Metal Earth. Um, their pieces is just they got a lot of pieces, man. Look, I barely went in there. I barely get them tabs in there. What company is this? Uh, no, it's not actually. See, this is actually really hard to find, man. This is from China. Uh, you can find this on what the heck is it called? It's like ISH maybe ISH Hobbies, and this one costs you about like $70, man. It's a 358 pieces, 6.5 sheet model, and it's just massive, dude. It's one of their hardest Gundams. Yeah, yeah, it's cool, man. Check it out, dude. It definitely it's gonna take up a lot of your time, but yeah, I kind of wanted to take a break from Metal Earth for a little bit, and this gave me a big break because it's taken a long time. I can't even get my knife in there to get that to unfold. Man, I can barely get it in there to get that tab to pry out. Dang, I'm about to cut myself. Yeah, it is good to explore, man. And I mean, I don't know how many of these models you've built already. I know we've talked a lot. You commented a lot and stuff. I don't know how many you've built, but this one definitely is. It's a lot to chew on, man. But you know, you build one of these ones that take that long to build. When your end result comes in, you're gonna be really, really happy with your end result. But getting there, the road to get there, man, talk about some long days or long nights, because it it takes some time. You can see what I'm doing. Whoops. The fandom. I don't know the fandom. I don't know what fandom means, man. What do you mean by the fandom? And that tab right there is hard to get to. There we go. Finally done with that piece. After 83 minutes, that's what we got. Like, haven't watched the movies or shows. Oh, me neither, man. The Gundams, I might have watched a little bit when I was young, but dude, this thing, you get on Reddit. I just know it's like Transformers. Yeah, it's like the Transformers somewhat, but dude, get on Reddit and type in Freedom Gundam on Reddit and look at this thing because there's a couple of them that actually have a video of it spinning, and this thing is gnarly, bro. I mean, it's gnarly. Yeah. I mean, it's sick. I actually ordered all the other Gundams from Piececool. I don't plan on building them. I don't plan on building them within like, a few months. After this one, I'm gonna take a break and go back to some smaller Metal Earth. But I'm telling you, man, they are cool. And I just like look at them better than Transformers. They just look badass. All right, so that piece is done there. Time to go up. That was step 84. Time to go up to step 85 here. Yeah, yeah, dude, man, I got so many metal models in boxes that I haven't built, man. It's kind of sad. My wife told me I need to quit buying them because my backlog is ridiculous. but I see them online. I see ones that I like and they look cool, and I'm like, I want to get that. And I ain't got much time to. I don't have much time to build them because I work all the time. I'm always working. All right, so on step 85A, 180, it takes two of these. No, it takes one. Yeah, you just got to make two of these. Okay, so I need two 180s. And actually, this is my last pieces. Oh, no, but I got another piece up there. I think these are the ones right here. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I started the metal model thing, dude, and I just got strung out. You know, I quit drinking and stuff, and now it's just metal models. So I traded alcohol in for metal models. That's what I do. What are you talking about? What's supposed to be this piece or what? 180. 180. Yeah. So I need two of these. I'm gonna cut out both of these here. All 85. It's C85 is the piece that I just built, that black piece right here. This goes on piece 85. So this is the back piece, and then the piece that I built actually goes into it. And then I'm pretty sure that's it for the back. I got the back done. And then right here, um, I mean, you should be able to tell what that's going to be right there. I'm kind of intimidated by it, man. But we starting into the head. And let me show you this real fast, dude. So I got all this other stuff done on this model. So I finished this, I started it into the head. Here's the head, making the head, blah, 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 blah. Doing the head, get the head done. Then, dude, after I get that head, when I finish this back, get the head done, then this happens. All this happens, bro. All my pieces start merging together, and boom, there he's gonna be. So maybe tomorrow night, I'll go live again if you want to get on here, and I might have this, which it ain't done, but he'll be completed. But then you got to do the wings. You know what I mean? I'll have to finish the wings, and then there's gonna be the end product. All right, nice upgrade. Oh, you have built both 83 minutes, yeah. I tried to do the one, an F-18 fighter jet came out like crap. I felt like way harder than I thought. Yeah, yeah, bro. The the hit factor. I actually done the F-18 fighter jet twice. I got the F-18 Hornet. I done it, and then I done the F-18. I done the F-18 Hornet Super Hornet twice, and then I done the F-18 Blue Angels, and yeah, they can be tough, bro, but it just takes practice, dude. I got some videos on here of how to do the cone shaping, which it's my older video, so it's not. I could make a better one now, but it's just time. Like I ain't got really a lot of time, but if you keep at it, dude, you can get it done. I actually got some tips on the F-18, but the F-18 Blue Angels jet is easier than the Super Hornet. You're close. Final snap feels great. Yeah, dude. When I start getting him assembled and put together, bro, it's gonna be awesome. It is gonna be awesome. Nose cone came out like a triangle for me. Yeah, dude. The cones for Metal Earth, shaping the cones is hard. I mean, it takes. I'll spend 25, 30 minutes on just a cone, dude. But I want my models to look good. I don't. I'd rather spend more time on a model and get it looking really good, the final product looking awesome, than to just throw something together and have it. But that's just me. That's not taken away from somebody that's wanting to like do a bunch of models and get a bunch under their belt. that's fine too. But for me, I like taking my time and getting getting them looking really good. So let's go ahead and continue with the step 85 here. Try to get this back done. If I can find my cutters. Here we go. I still have an F-22, I think. Oh, okay. Maybe the Blue Angels one as well, but I'm not too scared to attempt again. Dude, don't be scared of it, bro. It some of my first models I done came out like crap. It's just it takes time and you'll get the technique. I mean, every single thing, even learning how to fold these tabs, like where to place pressure, where to, put your tweezers on them or your fingers, when to use your fingers, and to not scratch the paint. It's all comes with experience, and you can't get it without just doing it. So, if you like it, if you enjoy making these models, dude, make them look like crap. Make a couple that look like crap, dude, because you make a couple look like crap, the next couple is going to look better. The next couple after that's going to look better. And then by the time you get like six or seven done, you're going to be like, damn, I'm pretty good at this now. Like, I got about 50 hours in this. I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually pretty good at this. Is 35 bucks for a model a scam for like a space one? Uh, no. No, it's not useless. I think on Amazon, like the some of the rocket ships are $35 and 30 bucks on Amazon, but you can go on eBay and you can find them for cheaper sometimes. You can just kind of float around on there and wait on it, and you might be able to find uh them pop up for cheaper. Here's 181 right here. I need two of them. But yeah, I haven't dug into the space models yet. I would really like to. But it's not one of my niches really, but I still want to do them. I really like the rocket ships. I like the older rocket ship better, the one with the two, I think I forget what it is, but it's got two orange cylinders beside it. It's not the real pointy one, not the Artism rocket or whatever. It's the other one, and I love it, and I want to build it. Do you cut Metal Earth? Yeah. So it's not really a scam. No, I think it's a high price, but you can I paid that for them. No, I don't cut myself a lot. One thing I do when I build these though is I push those tabs into my finger. Like I'll be trying to push one of these tabs over and it'll actually impel my finger and go into my finger. So that's one thing I do. I thought because it from I love the dude, the rovers. Oh my goodness, bro. That's the rovers. The one thing about the rovers is the one thing about the rovers is they're gonna be so fragile, bro. They're gonna be so fragile to build. You're gonna have to be so careful with them. I've heard people talk about it. Let me show you something right here, useless, on this piece to maybe give you a tip. See how there's holes cut out here? So these need to be all bended down in a 90 degree. And if I was to grab a hold of the side here and try to bend it, it would bend uh that window. It wouldn't bend on the line there. It would bend on the other side of the window. So what you do with pieces like this, instead of grabbing it here and going down with your tweezers, grab the window. Grab the window instead and bend it down because the window's fragile. So move over here, grab that side of the window, bend it down. Same thing with here. Like put your tweezers, your needle nose right on the edge of that window, bend it down like that. And then this one, I don't know. I guess you got to be careful with this one because you can't put your tweezers on window. Hopefully it kind of reinforced it enough to where it don't want to bend it. And it did pretty good. It did pretty good there. Okay, I love the ropes. The look, they do look impossible. Yeah, the rovers look impossible, and dude, it seems like it'd probably be an aggravation building one of them, but you can't get what you want unless you do it. So, if you want a rover, you just got to go through it, man. It's like I want this Gundam here. I want this Gundam, and I'm having to go through a lot of hours of folding this metal. Man, you'll bend this, you'll fold all this metal up and get it done, and like I'll go show my wife, and she'll be like, "Oh, that's cool," and I'm like, "You don't know what I went through to make this. Like, it's really cool." But it's nice having people like and the other people here that they see it and they're like, man, that's such a good job. The people that do it, they're like, dude, your edges look so good, your rounding is so well done, and you just, after spending 50 hours making something or 30 or whatever, 20, it's nice to hear that, dude. Uh, Somebody tell you, you did really good on this part of it. So, I mean, it's nice having people like you around, to uh for you all to see and actually care about this because the other people in your life, your family, yeah, they're probably not going to care. So right here, you need to make sure that this piece is the angled up part. So when you look at this, see that piece angled up, it goes to the piece uh, that's got a tab on the top. So it goes like that right there. Okay. Looks impossible. For the last one, can't you use the legs were impressive. Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Yeah, these things took a long time, man. I mean, it's you see what how these little pieces are taken. So you think about it, you put all these tiny little pieces together, and like right here, these are supposed to have tabs on the outside, but I folded them in. I hid them. So there's little things like that that you try to make look better. These tabs right here, I hid them. They're supposed to be on the outside. Yeah, I can't wait to get the body all put together on top of the legs and see what the outcome looks like. It's gonna look really good, man. I'm excited for it. So this is a twist on these ones here. So let's just do a quick twist. I'm gonna do I grab a hold of that tab and then I kind of pull it, replace my pliers, and then twist it. I want it real tight. So I do that, pull it, push it, get it in there real snug, and boom. Go ahead and do this other one here. There it is. Yeah, so have you had any snaps? Yeah, like breaks? Do you mean like breaking pieces? Have I had any breaks on this model? Is that what you're asking? Snaps. Yes. Yes, I did. Let me show you what I had one while I was making this. And dude, I see people on Reddit all the time. They're like, "Oh, this broke. I just threw it away." I'm like, "Dude, why? There's always a way to fix something. Like it's not the end of the world, you know." My brake, luckily, it wasn't on the outside. It was up in the arm here. See the square piece right there? Right there in there. That square piece, like the actual. piece everything's connected to. That's just a box. All the pieces felt folded down, and I folded them down before I looked at the directions, and you had to add stuff onto them. So you can't fold them down, put the things in, and then twist the tabs. So I had to fold them back up, and after putting everything back on, I folded them back down. One of them snapped. It snapped off. So I just put a little bit of glue on it, and uh, it was fine. You won't even tell. Nobody will tell. But yeah, this is the glue you need to get right here. The UV glue with the light. I don't know if you got it or not. This glue don't make any it don't haze your metal at all. It stays on clear. Uh Actually you can see it. Let me see if I can see it in there. Super glue. If I would have used super glue there, it makes a white haze all over the metal, and that glue does not. So this is the glue to go with UV light glue. It don't gotta be this brand. Just get some UV light glue, and that is I went through a whole thing trying to figure out what glue to use. I don't use special glue. Why did you need it there? Um, I I could have went without it there, but this is just two tabs on these pieces here. There's just two tabs. So a lot of the times when you got just two tabs and you put a twist on, they'll be tight when you get done with them, and then you'll keep building, and you'll be moving them, and things bumping into them, and they'll loosen up. Those tabs will loosen up, and this piece will be like floppy. It'll be floppy, and that's why I put glue on there. I get them nice and straight, and I just dab some glue so it don't flop around. All right, so this actually has a little tiny bend in it here. See them right there, the lines? That's got a little, it's supposed to be a nice round bend. I think I'm just going to try to use my needle nose, like bend it there, go down a little bit, bend it here, bend bend it like that. Let's try it with this one. Bend it, bend it right there. Where are you from, useless? What country are you from, man? Multicolor builds always look harder, even though it's easier to identify the pieces. Yes, it is. And the only thing harder about multicolor builds is not scratching the paint. And that's where, that's where your experience is going to come in of what to do not to scratch that paint, what you need to do in that certain situation. I'm in the U.S. East Coast. Oh, cool, man. Me too. I'm actually in Florida, bro. I'm from West Virginia, and I moved down here to Florida, and I met my wife. I got a little baby now. I got a little girl, and I moved down to Florida away from my family. I've been living here for uh I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 years, I think, man. Yeah, it is nice and warm. Which I definitely don't complain about that because West Virginia was cold sometimes. So I'll see how good those bins came together there. They look pretty good. I don't think I'm even going to mess with them too much. Maybe just a little bit. Take my tweezers and get in there and bend them down just a little more. Like that one looks pretty good, actually. I like that. Yeah, that looks good. All right, there's one of them done. All right, nice and warm. I visited recently, loved it.
What's your next project?
Um, to be honest, really, I've been looking, so I'm like a crackhead when it comes to metal models. So I'll be away working all week long, and I'm just on the internet looking at them, looking at models I've looked at 100 times already. Just looking, dude. And I think what I want to do is I want to do the look. I'm messing up. I'm talking. I'm messing up. I need to bend those things down first. Where you put the bins at. Um, I want to do the Lord of the Rings, the Metal Earth Lord of the Rings, like Lord Sauron and the Two Towers and stuff. Really, I think Lord Sauron looks so cool. I always want to do Lord Sauron, and I know by the time I get Lord Sauron done, I'm gonna want to, I'm gonna want to go back to doing a plane or a jet or something like that. So I'm probably not gonna do the Two Towers after that. But I like the look of those models, man. Lord Sauron looks so badass.
I do that with Pokemon and this. Oh, dude, you're into Pokemon too?
Yeah, I'm a little bit crackhead into Pokemon too. I have not been buying Pokemon recently because of all of the um what do you call it? What's the people that go in and buy all the cards in the stores? The hell they call them? They go and buy everything and then resell it.
Uh, yeah, yeah, scalpers. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I have not been buying them. My buddy at work is like, "Man, you want to buy some Pokemon?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm pretty much like I've chilled out on it just because I'm so sick of the scalpers. I can't get anything at market price. I'm not paying an arm and a leg for it, so I'm just kind of chilled out, kind of just building my metal models in my free time. And the thing about Pokemon, dude, I love Pokemon, but you get a card, put it in a binder, and then you're done. So, I mean, after that, there ain't nothing with a metal model. You buy it, it comes to your front door, and then you get to play with it for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and then you get to look at it afterwards. So, I'm really more along. I like the metal models, but the Pokemon kind of sucks me in, man. It does suck me in. Yeah, the city looks hard. Tannerith, I think that's what it's called. The city. It looks really good. There's a guy that built it on Reddit, and it is immaculate, dude. Like you think I'm pretty decent at this, like good. You should see his models. They are crazy, like th- so precise. They're museum quality, 100%. Yeah, Pokemon like caffeine, dude. Then the metal models put you in good sleep. That's funny, man. Yeah, that is funny. Yeah. Yeah, I like them. I like them both, man. It's just, man, those scalpers have just really turned me, put a sour taste in my mouth, dude. It's like I see that stuff online, bro. I see it online. Um, watching them people do that in them stores and like jump in front of kids and well, not even jumping in front. They're in front of kids and they just take all the cards and them kids are just standing there and it makes me sick, dude. It turns my skin inside out because it's disgusting. Like a full grown man doing that in front of a child, it pisses me off. You should just be enjoying it. It's not like these people are thinking that it's gonna be worth a crazy amount of money. Like that, that's just stupid, man. Like, go invest your money in. stock market or something if you want to make money. Don't The Pokemon is not going to make a crazy amount of money. Like these people scalping, they're scalping and they're making like $30. So they're standing in line at these stores, dude. Uh, they're standing in line at these stores for hours and hours and hours to profit like, I don't know, maybe $200 or something. And it's kind of sad. Like it's scumbaggy. But yeah, I like the bulk too. The thing I like with the bulk, dude. So I got a buddy at work, and he's always pulling cards and doing packs, and he gets so upset when he don't get SIRs. Like he won't get any SIR, and he's like, man, dude, he gets all mad. And I'm like, dude, you're supposed to enjoy this whether you get an SIR or not. Like I was like, what you need to do is do the what is it called? Your where you do a binder, a master set. That's what I like doing is the master sets, man, because you get excited over reverse hollows that you don't have. So I think that's really cool, uh, doing the master sets because you can get excited over cards that you normally wouldn't get excited over. And I think it puts a value to it, you know. It puts a value back into the Pokemon doing it that way instead of just looking for the pool that's worth money. You know what I mean? So I really like the master sets. Pokemon like caffeine, yeah. For real, they're not leaving any for the children. They don't like it. Yeah, they do. They just want to make quick buck, and I think where they liked Pokemon as a kid, they like gravitate towards it for some reason. I don't know. If you want to fill a deck by singles, if you want to enjoy open packs, yes, I agree. That's what I like doing is opening packs. I never have any sealed product. I can't help it. I want to open it because it's fun to me. I love opening it, man. I really want to do a 125 Pokemon Master set. Ooh, yeah. That would be a good one to do, man. I got I'm the master set I'm doing is Phantasmal Flames. It's a smaller set and it's pretty easy to get the cards because people didn't like them a whole lot. So I liked that. I was able to get them, and I wanted to do the Phantasmal Flames. I actually pulled the gold Charizard, man. Uh, yeah, I pulled the gold Charizard. This folds out, I think. That's what it does. It's fold up like this. It looks like it's almost a 90. Yeah, so I actually pulled the gold Charizard. Um, and that was pretty exciting. I like that, man. That was fun. But I like pulling other stuff too. I don't want to just pull that and that's it, you know. That's all I care about is the chase cards. Because I think that takes a lot of the fun out of the Pokemon. It makes it more like gambling, dude. And it's not supposed to be that, you know. It's not supposed to be gambling. That one also used bulk for. I could never understand how someone master sets everything, every new set like I see on YouTube. Why Phantasmal? It just that's when I got back into Pokemon, Phantasmal Flames. It's when I got back into it, and that was the set that they was selling. And I just bought a lot of the packs. I bought a lot of those packs, and I was like, man, I've seen people do it, and I was like, I'm gonna try doing master set, you know, because it looks fun. So I just started with Phantasmal. It wasn't nothing special about Phantasmal, you know. It wasn't like that was the one I wanted to do. It's just the one I ended up doing. If it would have been, you know, a few months earlier, it would have been probably Mega Evolutions or whatever was right before Phantasmal. Man, that's hard to get that 90 on there. About bending it. I think it's good enough. We'll see what it looks like when I start putting it together. I'm gonna get these little tabs here folded down like that, and that. So there we go. And this just bends up a little bit here. So I like these flat nose pliers here for stuff like this. A little bit wider. You need a little bit more of a base. So I fold it down like that. And like that. That looks pretty good. That might be a little too much actually. I might come up with it a little bit. I think it's probably about right there. Okay, that looks pretty good. So there's that piece done. Let's see what you say. In Japan, each booster they need a great hit, since otherwise they consider it gambling. Yes, that's why I like opening Japanese packs. But people, it's something about the Japanese cards. They like come kind of bent up, not bent, but fold, bowed. They have like a bow to them a little bit, and that's one thing. It kind of turns me off just a little bit about Japanese. How the airs work. It's Mega EV and New Era. Yeah, I think the Mega is the new era, which I don't really care for. I don't really care what other tools you're using. Okay, so for tools right now, brother, main ones I'm using is my mandrels, my step mandrels. I love these go-to tools. Of course, these needle nose Xron. These are go-to right here. My needle nose tweezers, long ones, they are still steady. Awesome, dude. These are really good tweezers. The cutters don't matter, whatever cutters you get. I got crescent ones. They're actually really nice, but you just get cutters and the flat nose. These, this brand right here, Beadsmith flat nose. The reason this one's so good is because of the point it comes to. It's not thick. You know, it's so thin. So when you're bending stuff, bending tabs, it don't have a big thing that's prying the tab. You can actually get it pried down at the base of the tab. And that's my main tools I'm using right now, man. It's kind of messy right now because I ain't got anything set up in this new house I'm in. What do you do while building? Like, I would be so bored without a audiobook. Oh, dude, that's cool. You like books, man. That is cool. My wife is really big into books, so you guys would probably get along pretty good. Me personally, I usually watch some TV. um, I'm more of a TV watcher than a book reader, but I was watching Naked and Afraid. I was watching. I don't know if you ever heard of that on Discovery Channel. I was watching Naked and Afraid and building all last weekend, but I done this live. You know, I done this YouTube live, and you know, there ain't a lot of people in here, but I didn't want to be have Naked and Afraid on in the background, and so I just put a little bit of music on, just to, you know, kind of pass time, just a little bit of music, and I've been talking to myself till you came in here. You know, a couple people would stop in and watch for a little bit, but you know, just Pretty much talking to myself, man. Nice. Congrats on the house. Yeah, thank you, dude. It's actually my first house I bought, purchased. I've always rented, and me and my wife purchased a house, and I was able to get it like a newer house, almost brand new. And I mean, it's just, it's a blessing from God, dude. He's really blessed me in my life, and I don't mean to talk, go on about it, but you know, he's the only reason I got what I got, and you know, he like I told you, I quit drinking and stuff and started building these metal models. He's the only reason for that, dude. He gave me my beautiful daughter. So life is good, man. I love it. I love being able to get on here and talk to people like you, it's just it's a good life, dude. It's nice. But thank you. Yeah, it's my house is beautiful, and I'm lucky to have it, man. Lucky to have a job to be able to afford it. So, I the only thing I wish is my job gave me more time to make metal models because I'm I see all these people on Reddit and they're like busting out models, 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 and I'm like, oh my God, I wish I had the time to do that because I don't. I don't got all that time to build. I work my life away. Mhm. Model a better investment than yeah, dude, it is way better. I mean, alcohol does nothing but kill you. One can yeah, yeah, that's true, brother. That's true. Yeah, you said you have a Reddit, huh? Have you ever seen my Reddit on there? Any posts of mine? Do you follow the Metal Earth? Do you follow the Metal Earth one? I'm gonna put this up here with this piece. So these are the two pieces I got done tonight so far. Man, they're just black, so it's hard to see any depth in them or anything. But these are the two pieces that I've gotten done. Look pretty good. Happy with them. Hopefully, I can get them together here. That's how I got your channel. Oh, really? That's cool, man. I'm glad you was able to find it through Reddit. You like advertised. Yeah, I did advertise it. I was waiting for him to say something about it, but they never did. So yeah, the reason I started making videos is because people in there, I made the F-18 Hornet, and they was like, "Dude, your cone looks so good. Can you please?" And I was like, "Oh, thanks. Use this," and they was like, "Why don't you make a video next time you make a cone and show us how to do it instead of telling us?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll try to help somebody out." And I made that video, and that kind of just, I started making videos after that, trying to, you know, I don't know. I just like kind of promoting this hobby because I love it, dude. The metal models is just there ain't enough people that do it, and it's so fun, and it's just nice to. I'd like to see more people get into it. There's a lot of people that build regular models, but the metal models kind of get looked over a little bit. So we're looking for E183 here. E183. Where is it at? There's 184 right there. It looks like that one. There it is at the bottom, right here. So it's this one right here. You go ahead and cut it out. All right, there's that. And I can go ahead and fold it up because it goes on that other old piece there that I already got built. It goes on this one. So I'll go ahead and fold it up. Let's see. I talked to you so much. You, I remember that post. I'm pretty mean. People make normal models. Oh, like the plastic models that they use glue and stuff for, like plastic models, um, that you paint and use glue for. A lot of people make them, but there ain't a lot of people that do the metal models really. Damn, look at all the folds in this piece here. Can you see this on the directions down here? I mean, that is confusing. For somebody that don't know really what's going on, they would look at that and be like, what the hell do I do? Because that is a lot of folds. Yeah, it is crazy small, and it's a lot of folds for that one piece there. So, I mean, what you got to do is kind of look at it and see which one you need to do first. Ah, man, it looks like it can be broke easy. I know that. Like this piece right here, look how thin the tip of that is. That looks like you just break it so easy. So I think I'm going to start with that one. I'm going to fold this one over. I'm going to fold this one over first. Like that. Look at it. See if it's 90. Get that thing to about a 90. Goodness. Okay, so actually to get this folded down, it's going to be kind of rough. If I fold this down, it's going to block the way of this one in the middle here. So really what I need to do is kind of, this is a little sketchy move, but whatever. If you can do it, push on that thing in the middle there. Get it pushed in just a little bit. Tweezers is better. Push right there. Get it enough to where it's down, and then fold it down easy. Because man, that is fragile. You can feel how fragile it is. I mean, it is. So you want to bend it slow. Bend that slow. All right. Now this one is really, really thin here, so you want to bend it very slowly. I'm also thinking that, dang, I see it. I just wonder who the heck made the design and how. Yeah, dude, I don't know. These pieces like this, you just gotta really be careful with and just really bend them slow. Because you know, the friction of the metal heats up. If you bend it faster, it heats it up and it'll break easier. So now I got that bent down, that little thin piece, and I gotta bend that down. If I just grab a hold of that and bend it, it's just gonna break it off. So now I think I'm gonna have to hold my tweezers here like that on that top piece. It's real thin. I wish you could see this better. And then I'm gonna use my fingernail and try to bend that a little bit. See if I can get it. Yeah, it's going. I need tweezers that's a little bit thinner than this. These are about the thinnest ones you can find though. Oh man, it's really, really fragile, man. Holy crap. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, I'm not messing with that no more. Don't touch it anymore. 'Cause that thing's about to break. I mean, not really, but you can feel it. It's right there. And there I go, messing with it some more. Okay, that's it. Oh, that's too much right there. That's gonna be it right there. Man, what a pain in the ass that was. What is the point of the tiny, tiny tab? Um, the one I just now folded down, is that what you're talking about? The one I just folded down is just to have the paint on the top of that to look like a full piece, you know? I'll show you here when we get it completed. Let me see. This one actually has two bends in it. I'm gonna try to bend it before I fold it over. So I'm gonna bend this 90 here, slowly. I'm gonna do the same exact thing, a little more. I'm gonna do the same exact thing that I did with that other one here. I'm gonna put my tweezers there on that tab because it's so small, and I'm gonna bend it with my finger. Because if you tried to bend that without supporting that, like how I am with my tweezers right now, it would break 100%. Now, when I fold this over, that should go right in place. Let's see if it does. Here we go. Uh, 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 uh. Oh yeah, look at that. You see the backside easier. Look at that, went right in place, brother. That's beautiful. Very, very sketchy work there. I mean, look at these tabs. Look at how small these tabs are here. I don't know if you can see, but man, they're so hard to see. That right there. See it right there? That little box, and then there's a little box right there that you got to fold down. Crazy small. I mean, crazy small. Looks ridiculous. Goodness. Trying to see what. Yeah, I think it's all I want you to do is these here. I gotta go soon since it's late and I have been here for more than an hour, but it was a hour well spent. Clean. Doesn't look like they even secure anything. No, they're just folded over, man. They're just folded over and you know, got tabs securing them. But dude, I really appreciate you stopping by, Useless, and spending some time with me, brother. It was good talking to you and uh you know, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, man. If you get some time, stop in and maybe I'll have this thing put together. But if not, I know I'll talk to you soon, okay? I can't since I will be at a event. Okay, that's fine, man. That's fine. You know, you're always commenting on my videos. I see you on Reddit, so we'll talk, brother. And next weekend I might do this again next weekend. I don't know. I need to make a video and put it on my YouTube. All right, later, man. Have a good night, brother. I wonder who the hell designed this thing like this. Because this is rough. This piece is designed very fragile. I'll tell you that. Man, such small little tabs pushing. Very small. Oh my gosh. Now it's hitting that other one. What I can do, I can pull this up like that. Bend it further in. If it'll go. Will it go further in that tab? Goodness gracious. I have to do it with my finger, I guess. This is what fingernails are good for here. There we go. All right. See if I can get that folded down now. Goodness, that is very small. Such small little pieces of metal. My gosh, look at that. The little square pieces there. Goodness. That is intense. Very intense. That's pretty good though. I think that's about as good as that's going to get. That's the smallest pieces I had, so if I can get that other one folded in there on the other side, then this piece is done. And then I know there's another piece that's exactly like this one for the other side. And it is not going to be fun. So there's that. that in. Now we know from doing this last time, go ahead and fold this down. That looks pretty good. So look at that, man. Wow. That was intense. Does that piece fold down there? It does. Huh. Like that. A little more. Right there. That's it. That's it. What an intense little piece there. That thing was intense. And it goes on this. It goes it goes like this right here. Correct, Mundo? Yep. Let's get the tabs to come in a little bit. Like that. Make sure it's on the right side. Boom. There it is. It's so fragile. Wow. Man, it's scary. That is a scary piece there. Tell you what, that's a piece right there. I think I might put a dab of glue on that one. I think that one might call for a dab of glue there. Let's go ahead and do it. Golly, why is that thing letting it ooze out like that? I don't understand. Did not want to use that much. Oh man, look, I put. How the hell I got glue on that right there? That little tiny piece right there was such a hassle. Such a hassle. All right. Oh, it folds in. So cool. That is so cool. All right, what is the other one right there? It is. I'm pretty sure that's it. There's it on E. Yeah, that's it right there. Oh my goodness. I'm not excited about doing this one again, but what do you do about it? You know what I mean? You got to do it. You got to do the crappy pieces too, along with the good ones. But man, that one is a crappy piece. All right, let's do it exactly how we did last time. That worked out very well. So let's go ahead and push this piece out. Push it out to where you get it. Fold it down. Looks good. Okay, I think what we do first is fold this piece down. It's working. So fragile. So fragile. Gosh, man, that is such a fragile piece. Go with the flat noses here. And we're going to do the same thing here. So what we're going to do first is this one. Fold it. Yeah. Got. I think that's enough. It's almost 90. More maybe right there. Oh, man. Let's use our pliers for this one. Okay. Let's fold this one in here. Man, that looks so good. That is hard to do right there. And it's not even hard, it's just knowledge. What knowledge do you need to be able to do that, you know? Oh, man. So nice. All right, remember, bend that down first. Maybe even just a little more than that, actually. That looks pretty good right there. Oh, man, it's hitting. It's hitting. All right, now it's not going to hit. Goodness. Man, what a pain in the butt piece. It's not even that it's hard, it is just sketchy. This is just a sketchy piece because it is so fragile. This piece is so fragile. I mean, I'll tell you what, like, knowledge comes in handy right here. What what do I bend first? How do I get that to bend down in place without breaking? What's the most fragile piece I need to bend first? That's the main thing here. Really. Look looks like I can get that in without. There we go. All right, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put a little dab of glue there. I just wish my glue was doing better here. This tube ain't doing the best. All right, that's hit it with the light. Hit it with the light. Okay, so that is that. Let's see what we got here. It says to bend it down, bend these pieces down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I connect it to before I connect the step 85 to it. Here, go ahead and I mean, I guess it says it bend them down pretty good, like almost flush there, like that. I mean, that's cool. Okay, now we need this other piece here. Okay, let's see. So these things go on the bottom. This goes like this, and it goes in there. Oh, look, we got some glue on this tab. That ain't gonna work. There we go. Might still be too much glue on there. I don't know how I got that glue on that tab. Alright. Check that out. It's going right in. I'm just missing one here. It just needs a little nudge in there. If I could just nudge it. There we go. Boom. Man, cool. That is a lot of hours there. It's like 2 hours and a half for just that piece. It's pretty wild. 2 hours and a half for this little tiny piece. Cool. That looks pretty cool. All right, so that finishes it up here. We're moving on to this, which I do not know what this says, and it's very important. So I need to use my phone to translate this. Because I don't know what the hell it's talking about. Step 87 to step 95. So this is 87. Where's 95? All the way over here. 95. Huh. Okay. I just stick this up here. Go ahead and cut E85 out. So here's E. There's E. Let's see, what is it? Was it 185? Yeah, 185. So where is that in here? 185. Here's 186. Where's 185 at? Where is it? Where is it? Where's 184? Am I just looking over this or what? Oh, there it is. Right there. 185. Useless. You're back, dude. Thought you was going to bed, brother. I'm back for a second. Great fit. It's the shoulder or the back. What the heck is the one I watched? Oh, that's the 101 was the shoulder of the arm. That was the shoulder of the arm. But check it out, dude. I got it. I got it all put together here. The whole piece I've been working on for 2.5 hours. That goes on the back. I'm pretty sure the wings connect right here. I think. I think the wings connect onto that and come down. Yeah. Looky here. Let's see what it is. The ends over here. So what this is gonna be is, see that piece there? Right in between the wings. I think, yep, that's how it's, nope, that's upside down. Right here's how it sets. That's a piece right in between the wings. Yeah. Yep, so it's a piece to go in between the wings there. So now, uh, dude, all I got to do is the head. I just got to do the head and then it all comes together. So I got the back piece done here. Yeah, well, that's addicting, man. The scrolling is addictive and it's not a good thing. I guess occasionally it's all right, but man, it can be bad. Yeah, I try to keep away from it too. A bunch of them guys I work with, they got TikTok, dude, and they just TikTok all the damn time. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I try not to do it too much. I try to watch educational stuff and maybe stuff that ain't real, you know, rot your brain too much, but I really want to know what this says, dude. I don't want to have to end my live stream though to be able to look this up, the translation on that. Yeah, I have downloaded TikTok. Oh, you haven't downloaded it? You just stick to YouTube? Where did 185 go? Oh, it's up here. 185. Yep, it's right here. 20. Yeah, okay, that's good, dude. The only reason I downloaded TikTok is because I went to this guy to get this tattoo on my arm done. I went to this guy that done this tattoo, and he was like kind of I wish I could show you the back of it there. He was kind of famous somewhat at done it. And so he streamed it live TikToked it live, which I was like, he asked me if he could do it, and I was like, yeah, dude, go ahead, I don't care. And he streamed it live, and that's the only reason I downloaded TikTok, because after he done that, I wanted to go see him do other tattoos live, and I downloaded it to watch him. But that I don't ever get on there because I don't know. I'm I'm I know if I do it and I get sucked in, I don't want no part of that. Yeah, I need to go get the top of it done because I ain't got the top of my arm. I want the whole sleeve, but it's real expensive. So I'm trying to wait and save up some money to get it. Is it a Kraken? Yeah, it's a Kraken in a lighthouse. Yeah, they do fade if you get them out in the sun and stuff. I mean, all tattoos fade, but black is black, so black's harder to fade because it's just black. But yeah, it's a Kraken and a lighthouse. I got this for my daughter. So you got the ocean, it's all stirred up, and you got the Kraken, and it represents. I call her my little lighthouse, my baby girl. She's my little lighthouse in this crappy world. It's chaos, and she's just standing strong. I always come home to her, and she makes me happy. So I got that for her, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a cool tattoo. So I'm not I'm not saying it ain't a cool tattoo too, but I wanted a little meaning behind it. So yeah, thank you, man. The guy who done it, his name is Javier. You can actually look him up on like Instagram and stuff, or well, you said you ain't got none, but it's spelled Java, Javi Tattoo. It's his shop is Tattoo Theory, and he's really cool, man. He's awesome. Yeah, thank you. Some people have said that before. It looks like just a painting, It don't even look like a tattoo. It looks like a painting. Really cool. So, all right, I need 186 E. Yeah, I probably got about another hour in me of this here, building this, and then I'm gonna cash out. Because I want to try to be up somewhat tomorrow. Where is 186 at? Oh, right here it is. The bottom. Dude, it sucks working night shift. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock here where I'm at. But I work night shift every week, so I'm up till I don't know, like 9 o'clock in the morning doing working night shift. So I'm used to it. But when I come home, I try to go to sleep a little earlier. That way I can get up and be with my wife and my baby, during the day. But if I completely go to day shift on the weekend, it is hard going back to work. It makes it really hard. I think it slowly kills you doing that, switching your shifts like that every week. No, I work. I work during the week and then I got the weekends off. I build power lines and we have the weekends off. So I work all week. Uh, I work down in Miami all week, and then I come home during the weekends, and I got off during the weekends. No, no, no. I work night shift during my job. All week long I work night shift, and then I'm night shift, but I said when I come home on the weekends, I try to stay up during the day somewhat to be with my wife and my baby. But if I switch my schedule, if it's on the weekend, if I go to sleep at night and then stay up during the day completely, when I go back to work, I'm so tired, I'm like dying. So I try to keep it like I try to keep my schedule somewhat on the weekend. But I still wake up earlier than what I do during the week at work because I want to be with my baby and my wife, spend time with them. There we go. Always good to enjoy family time. Yeah, it is, man. Family is the most important thing. Anyways, I gotta go for real this time, and I won't scroll. Promise. Yeah, don't be scrolling, brother. You gotta go to bed. And good luck with your event tomorrow, man. I hope that goes good for you. And I appreciate you stopping by, man, and talking and stuff, keeping me company while I'm doing this. I appreciate it. Oh, B day. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, yeah. Have fun, man. Have fun at your birthday party. I'll talk to you later, brother. Have a good night. All right, bye. Okay, so that looks good. Let's see what I need to do here. Okay, so this is another piece that goes on over top of that. 187E. Alright, so come back to it. What is it? That's gotta be it right there. Yep. Okay. Uh, mm, 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 mm. Bum, 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 dun, dun, mm, mm, mm. Man, I'll tell you what, dude, Piececool is extreme. They are extreme, man. It's like another level. Peacecool's on another level. Metal Earth's good too. I like Metal Earth, but Peacecool is nasty. Let's see if I can bend these. See if I can bend that.
Get it to move here.
I think I can get it with my pliers now. I think that's gonna be good to make it right there. Oh my gosh, looks good. Good job, great. I might touch that with some glue. It's just perfect. All right.